G'day guys and girls, and welcome back to our little channel, Goodies Beer Reviews. Very windy here. Very windy. I think most of the north coast and even inland I think are getting some winds, but we caught the northeasterly. Then all of a sudden this morning it was an easterly, then northerly. See, it's blowing more now. Yeah, northeast. So I apologise for the wind. I hate wind. Anyways, I hate both types of wind. One's funny and one isn't. But anyway, let's not go there. Lord Howe Brewing. Everyone knows Lord Howe Island. If you don't, or you might not. Now, Lord Howe Island is a beautiful place. Golden Whistler. So it's a lager, and everyone's going to go, okay. But sometimes it's nice to walk into the brewery or the pub and just have a lager or an ale. Something simple. You can't walk in there and have 6 big double dry hopped IPA. You could, but if you do, you're a menace. Bit of a spiel on the back, a little double spiel. It's just basically Golden Whistler. It's a European style crisp beer. Okay, European style crisp beer. Not much down the bottom, just blah, blah, blah. Look, 1.3 standard drinks. I won't ramble on. The can looks as distinctive to their brewery. They're sticking with the two-tone cans. I love it. It's simple, it's nice. And look, it does attract the eye. But then again, if you know Lord Howe, this attracts the eye. This is Lord Howe. This is their soul. So I respect that and the way they've brewed it. The can's 375ml can too. Love that. I still haven't looked at their on YouTube, but anyway, we'll get this open. A lager. Let's see who doesn't. Oh, hiss! Very hard, firm crack on the can with a massive hiss. The hiss of a serpent. Hiss of bullshit. Yeah, the wind's been bad here. Hopefully we're seeing the worst of it. This looks, you got to let your lager settle a bit. I don't know. You expect clinically clear, not sounding like a belter. Clinically clear. You don't really care about the head that much. You want that nice grassy bite in a lager. You just, but it's got to be filtered. It's got to be just clean. It's got to be just yum. Very foamy head. Look at that. Not a lager glass, I know, but I shouldn't have done that because it's got a little taste. But I needed a lager, maybe. I think someone's exhaust has fallen off. Anyways, let's go. Golden Whistler Lager. I'll have a bit of a sniff first. Very clean smelling. Very clean. A slight hint of sort of like a caramel slight smell. But it's very nice. I think I'm going to like this beer. Golden Whistler. Alright, wait till this car goes. I don't want this can to dance away because I reckon it will. Oh, might be a date. Where you got to go but you don't and all this bullshit. This going, anyways, fuck it. Let's try the beer. That's a nice lager. It's silly to say it's a bit beachy. It's a bit bitter. It has got that bitterness on the end. Grassy and earthy. Good lacing on the glass. What did I say? 1.3 standard drinks. I'm sorry if that car in the background's just fuck the audio, but I can't help these things because we're live, bro. We just roll. We've got dogs barking, we've got kids yelling, fireworks, cars doing 148 miles an hour in the 50 zone. Mate, what a nice beer. This is nice. Look, it's a lager. So you've got to market as a lager. I mean, if you like this style, pardon me, it's very carbonated. Actually, the only thing I'll say is I think the mouthfeel is just a little bit light, and the carbonation on this one's a bit too heavy, but it's canned. It's always different when it's on tap. I'm being so picky. No, could I brew this? No. Yeah, it's... Look, I always say if you don't live in Lord Howe Island, or not locally, and you know the beers, if you live a little bit away and you see something new from an independent brewery in the fridge, I always say here on the channel, crack it, buy it, give it a go. I might not like it. That's just my opinion. But some might go, oh, and I love that because guess what? We can all like different things. And yeah, I always say if you see the independent breweries or some of the ones near, just try them because that supports them. And breweries are in at the moment. But, you know, you got to be careful too, I suppose, with that industry. You pump money into it. It's great, it's good, it's cool. But does the fad wear off? What's going to be the next fad in 10, 20 years? Do you know what I mean? At the moment, it's breweries. Isn't it? Wouldn't you say, like, in the alcohol scene, breweries and speakeasies around in Australia? But I don't know much about, like, America I've never been to. I've got to go to the States. I'd love to do the States. A bit later in life I will. But God, I don't know what to do with the channel. Goodies Beer Reviews. I'm thinking I need a name change. Or do I just say Goodies Beer Reviews? Because you look like a bit of a wanker if you're like reviewing some restaurant and it's Goodies Beer Reviews, and it's like, we're going to Macca's and it's Goodies Beer Reviews. Welcome back, Goodies Beer Reviews. Like, do you know who I am? No. You know what I mean. So I might change it to Goodies Beer, and I don't know. Like, I'm doing a bit of travelling coming up, which is good. I'll do that in another video and cover what I've done and where I'm going, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I've just been, everyone needs a change here and there. And I don't mean a drastic change, I just mean change like, even your work, you get paid, you wake up in the morning. If you have kids, they're your priority, you raise them. But you know, this world's become where we're waking up, we're working, we're struggling to get a roof over our heads. And when we do, it's like, but see, that's where you got to think with a lot of families too. Like in the 70s, 80s, even the 90s, or 90s was getting a bit hard with poverty, but I reckon in the 70s and 80s, there was poverty around. But even when you went to Sydney in the 70s, you'd very rarely see a homeless person or someone beg. You get the odd beggar, and they were looked at like, oh, you know. But now, like, it's I don't know. If I had my time again, okay, I just clicked 18. Oh, should I be having this fucking conversation? If I just re-clicked and went, okay, I'm 18, what would I do right now? And I mean, is anything different right now than when I first entered the workforce? You'd be going, oh, yeah. So we can't give our kids the advice, do this and do that. And it's like, well, yeah, you had your life, you had that chance to do that path. Your circumstances may have been different, and they are, like, but you've got to let them sort of find out what they want to do, I think. It's a tough one. I don't know, 18 again, what would I do? You just got to really think, don't you? Because the problem is, when you're older, and I mean like not 20s, 30s, older, 40s, 50s, 60s, I'm telling you now, you think different. You can't say to a 17-year-old kid, oh, if you had your time again, what would you do different? Oh, you know what, I wouldn't have said it. You've got all those years to reflect, and life experience is the number one tool. I think in life you cannot teach, and you just have to have it. Life experience. It's the most underestimated, undervalued quality in any person, and I just love it. I love an underdog. I love a fighter. I love a bloke who just, or a girl that just goes, fuck, I'm not giving up. You just can't, mate. Like, and people have that I've known. I'll give you a list. But, it's just, I don't know. I think sometimes when we're at our lowest and our worst, that's when you sort of are the best. And I know that's going to sound like contradictory to what I've been saying, but sometimes when you get to those lows, like, I'd say to some mates, what's your biggest low? Oh, this has happened or that's happened. And then I think and go, how many lows have I had? And you can't compare, because lows affect people. Yeah, but you just go, I don't know, like, you get knocked down, and that could be the worst someone's gone through, and they get back up and they're like cheering and celebrating. But when you get knocked down 3, 4, 5 times, and some people just have bad luck. They have bad luck. Oh, but then, in some ways, I think common sense is a big thing too. This is going into a big video. This beer's good. It's got me yarning, the old golden whistler, telling all my stories while I'm whistling. This is where everyone probably fucks off and goes, this bloke's just a fucking idiot. But look, it's just, I talk over ramble, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I'll leave. I better go. I've been rambling too much, and all the hardcore fans be like, I might get a t-shirt released with just goodies, fucking whatever I'm going to call this joint. Not that it's going anywhere, I'm only fucking stirring. I love yous all. I do. Anyone who clicks subscribe and the bell, I'm going like, fuck, like, it means a lot to a guy who I do drop regularly, and I'm actually doing some travel coming up, and I'm going away, so, and I'm not going to stop. I love dropping the odd little video and shit. I love food, like I said, the UFC, I love fucking games. I'm into Diablo 4 at the moment, trying to grind this season pass, and I'm really not enjoying it. I'm wondering why, but I keep doing it. Wizard. Anyways, love each other, be kind to each other, take care of each other, do love yourself. This lager's good. If you see it, Lord, how you gotta love it. Love yous.